Hi, good afternoon. Do I have a special treat for you? And I'm so happy that you're here. So, welcome, all of you. Just know every moment is spectacular, every moment is important. I am blessed to be here I'm actually on the East Coast, although you can see my picture in the background is from Northern California. But I came here to visit my son, to eat some really good food, to visit a wonderful little community called Camden, Maine. So I'm going to share this with you today and just, maybe explore why every moment in life is so spectacular, what we manifest, and how we're able to take ourselves. We don't have to travel all the way over to Europe. We've got Camden, Maine. We've got the Back Bay of Boston. And so each time we gather from now on, we're going to share a little bit of wisdom. We're going to talk about how important our health is, how important exercise, and boy, have we walked. And then more importantly, these tiny little communities throughout the United States will give you a little bit of history, a little bit of architecture and the vibrant art scene and philanthropy that goes on right in your back, outside your back door. So let's get going. And I'm so happy that you're here with me today. So, as a child, I grew up in Jersey and we would travel to Maine. And I don't know how my grandfather was so smart, but he was. And he knew back in the 40s, maybe even a little bit earlier, but he knew in the 40s that Camden was, quote, becoming a fishing village and a center of commerce. And so I guess he traveled north from New Jersey after he came over from Scotland and said, let's just get another property. And he kind of went way remote out on an island called Spruce Head. And this is a little tiny bit more central. Camden's about 20 minutes south of Spruce Head. Um, Spruce Head's near Owl's Head, near Rockland, but Camden is gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. And there's shopping, there's art, there's philanthropy, there's gorgeous old historic houses. I am going to share that with you and why painting a picture, creating a dream, knowing in your 20s, your 30s, where do you want to go and what do you want to do, that I took a walk and ran into more people that were from Atlanta, were from other places that just came and migrated to Camden and got themselves a little piece of something that uh, is amazing. So we're going to kind of share that with you today and why building dreams and creating a portfolio is so important. So here we go. So where is it? Well, if you fly into Boston and you get yourself a car, you can head straight on up to Camden. It might take you about 3.5 to 4 hours if you go slow and stop and get yourself a lobster roll, or it might take you, if you're doing it in the middle of the night, 3.5 hours. Not that long, but the roads you'll soon learn are very much empty. So it's not like traveling on some kind of freeway. Once you get outside of the big cities of Boston, the Back Bay, your travel is quite straight and not bad. You will end up in this beautiful little town with a vibrant downtown area, lots of different kinds of shops. But what sparks lots of people interest is there's an amazing library that sits sort of off to the left up here. As you head down into the town, um, shops on either side. Over the years, they really haven't, a lot of them haven't changed much. There was one called the Smiling Cow, which had all kinds of sweatshirts. There's a beautiful little baby shop that I just got a little sweater for Kai. And there's lots of different kinds of restaurants. As you go down towards the waterfront, you get more fish-inspired restaurants. We stayed at a great little inn that overlooked the water. but couldn't be better. And walked this street called Elm, took it almost to Lakeport. Um, Not Lakeport, I'm sorry, Rockport. Um, but just the quaintest, most wonderful little town. You'd say, how could people live here? Well, they do. And with charming row houses, as well as a bustling marketplace, and good schooling, you could live here year round. And I would think that I would love to do that sooner than later. So here I am, knowing that it's all about the moment. And how did we get here? By golly, we just dream and we create, and we're happy to have you here. So if I do end up here, please come seek me out, and I can show you around this beautiful, beautiful town and all the real estate that it has to offer and all the investment opportunities that are here. So welcome. So once you get here, you will have your picturesque coastal town, your natural beauty, your historic charm. And what I find to be amazing is a vibrant community of people that love to be philanthropic. My mom invested in her belted Galloways. There is a farm right outside of town called the Alderwood Farm, and they have a wonderful little gathering of belted Galloways that they've built this special barn for. Um, just amazing. My son could dream and see himself on a sailboat. We're a little late in the season, but when we went up to the castle, which is off to the left and up, and you look down, there were boats that were definitely trolling out without their sails, but we probably could have hitched a ride on one of them. And I always cringe because in this kind of community, all you need to do is ask, and there's people there that will say, yeah, just hop aboard and be part of our community. So the brief history goes all the way back to 1769. And then in the 1930s is when the economy shifted, and Camden emerged as a very popular place for people from New York, New Jersey to come up to. And that's about the time that my grandparents decided to come on up here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So all I have to say is think ahead, plan ahead, save ahead. So, so, so important. And here we are smiling, and dreaming of what we will do as the summers progress from year to year. And oh, the simple pleasures of life to get out on the water and dream and sail. And then for those of us like myself, whether it's rain or shine, to go downtown, to get a good book, to have a nice cup of coffee, some soup, or even a glass of wine, and just enjoy all the beautiful people that surround with their big smiles and whatever are walking. Just enjoying this town is spectacular. As winter sets in, the boats are all put to bed very nicely. And, we can sit amongst each other and share our stories of how we've ended up getting here. So the art galleries abound. The historic architecture is more than enough. Areas for walking down Elm Street. And as my son said, the leaves were playing. There are annual events to enjoy, the Camden Film Festival and the Windjammer Festival. It's just wonderful to be amongst people who are part of creating more than what we just see. And the Aldemere Farm has these beautiful belted Galloways that just enhance the entire community as a whole. So you can stay just about anywhere. You can pick whatever restaurant you'd like, and you can find your passion, whether it's painting, sailing, cooking, or whatever it might be. Live. Don't forget, if we vividly imagine and truly believe in our lives, go for a kayak, ride or climb rocks, go on a scenic hiking trail. Don't forget that each moment is spectacular. Each moment is precious. And please Take advantage of each and every moment. The schools in Camden are second to none, and the children are cared for by parents who really, really embrace this community and make it look its very, very best. So I just say, make a statement, be part of this lovely community, move here, find time to meet your neighbor, exercise, cook, bake, enjoy, but create a life for yourself and your family that's all about family, that's all about love, that's all about a commitment to today. And I thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.